So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Palmer. Alexander-Arnold drives forward on the overlap. He's in, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played back into the centre. Oh, played right into his path. That's very neat. That is a brilliant interception. Alexander-Arnold, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although, I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
Back into the middle. Real chance! And he's done it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Goal! After 18 minutes is number 20.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Neymar. That is lovely. Sumare. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's De Bruyne. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cody. Leicester are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened here? Palmer.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Foden.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the ball's come loose here. And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Down by a goal,
The
needing to
attendance
go
for this
up a
match
gear.
is
That's how it looks here.
649.
Goes to finish! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
You can only admire his attitude with the determination he found to get close.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Foden. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
A real chance if he can get... Great hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Palmer.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And De Bruyne! They've scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
After 78 minutes is number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. Substitution. Substitution on the field, number 10, Neymar.
Time then for the first
Number
substitution of the
47,
game.
Phil
That has
Foden.
certainly made things interesting.
Number 7,
Well, the big question
Cristiano
now is whether they
Ronaldo.
can keep the energy levels
Coming on
up
the
and
field,
try and grab a winner.
Number 11, Vinicius Junior. Number 14,
Now it's Ndidi.
Kubo. Number
Gets
18,
into some space.
Son Heung-min.
Big header! Could move up a gear here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And here's Bellingham.
2
Bellingham!
added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. De Bruyne picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us, and to wish you a very good day. Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the tee. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Moved on forwards, and he's had it nicked away. Martinelli. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Lewis Skelly. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bellingham.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Knocks it out wide. Foden. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Timber tries to clear. Saliba. Gabriel. And Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. Now Saliba. Partey. Now Saliba. Timber. And here's Martinelli. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. Saliba. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a go! Oh, that's fabulous!
Oh, what a superb finish to this first half from a great player. It's lifted the whole mood of the team and indeed the fans, and it should be enough to ensure they go into the break with a narrow but very welcome advantage.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's De Bruyne. This is promising. It's Neymar! And kept out. And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and...
Palmer! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Palmer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rice. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Palmer. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Odegaard! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Partey. And the pass is intercepted. Lewis Skelly.
For this match was 60,800.
Partey. And Lewis Skelly. Rice.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Trossard stood up well to him there. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Odegaard. Odegaard. Odegaard.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Shot at goal! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Up for a header! Lewis Skelly, and one more try!
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Rudiger cuts it out. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's got away. And here's Neymar! He's got away with one there. And that will be the final act. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.